So, hi guys, thanks so much for hopping on tonight. We are going to have Kiana. She's going to talk to us about going live and Facebook pages, which I'm super excited. I made them go live today. So, oh wait, are you looking at my sponsorship drill down?
Yeah.
That's not what I want you to see. I want you to see this. I don't even have my sponsorship drill down open. Where is that? Okay, I'm a hot mess. I apologize. All right,
it was
so
the graphic.
It was the graphic? Okay, yeah, that's what I want. I want the graphic. So, okay, so you can see it now?
Yes.
All right, so Ashley Lindsay is our coach of the month. She's got 17 Success Club points, and she just popped out a baby. So, hashtag goals. Congrats, Ashley. You're doing awesome. Tanner, Melissa, Kayla, Brian, and Danielle Mullen all have hit at least 10 Success Club points. And then in Success Club 5 or higher, we've got Danielle Rhodes, Heather, Dakota, Brittany, and Rachel. And what's really cool is that so many of these coaches have been a coach for less than 2 months. So love seeing newbies up there. So good job to you guys. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce Kiana, and she's going to talk about what she's like the queen of going live. And if you were at Summit in our general session, she talked about going live and really just, I'm going to mute everybody, and just talked about, you know, being a mom and being yourself and being crazy and just owning it. So that was really fun. So after that, they all loved you for that, and they knew that they really connected with you from that. And then we also have shared your Facebook live event script, and that's what we're doing. We actually have a live event tonight at 8:30, and we're doing that. So yeah, everybody that I've made go live so far can thank Kiana for that. And so yeah, that's been really going awesome. People have been, I put a assignment at like 5 tonight. I said, okay, she's going to be talking about going live. So your homework is to go live before our call even starts. So I saw some of you did. So good for you. Some people were like, I'm not sure what to go live with. The health bet is always an awesome thing to talk about right now. And you can just make like a catchy subject, like want to get paid to get results. And then, you know, I saw Tiffany posted a really awesome, like, mom workout kind of thing, like some easy workouts to do while you're doing tummy time or something really cute like that. So just be creative. Don't overthink it. I did like Tales of a Pregnant Chick, and I talked about how I want to eat everything and everything hurts. Like, you know, it's just people getting to know you. So Team Cup, let's keep rocking it. I check in with your teammates via your group message each day. Keep pushing yourself. Work on those awesome sales, because talk them up. They're getting so much good stuff for $10. And we are doing a live event tonight at 8:30. Even if you're not one of the coaches that are doing it with me, you're welcome to join and invite people tonight. I shared the link of that and the personal message that I'm sending out to people to join us in the page right before we started. So without further ado, I'm going to have, can you not yell? Hi, sorry. I moved over here, so I wasn't with everybody. Now they're following me and yelling. So she is a 6-star diamond in her first business center, and she's, hi, love you. She's a 1-star in her second business center, and her hubby is 1-star qualifying. So yay, that's awesome. It's a combined of 8 diamonds that she has so far. So really cool. She has been in Success Club for 58 months. She's been a coach for 4.5 years, and she's an SC10 legend. So that is a mouthful. She's awesome. She's sarcastic, is a mom, is crazy like us. So listen to everything she says, because she's going to be awesome. And I'm going to mute myself now. I'm sorry. It's crazy here.
I need to unmute myself. Okay, so sorry, I've been running around. I was going to do my call outside, and then it cut me off the Zoom, and then I put my daughter down for a nap, and I try to go shut her door, and then she's like, don't shut my door. And I'm like, okay, so she's a hot mess. Anyhow, and now my dog, okay, he wants to say hi. Just say hi, buddy. Just say hi. Just say, okay, goodbye. That's my Boston Terrier puppy, and he's crazy, and he's like all up in my business. This is how oh my gosh. This is how I run my life every single day. Okay, and now he's biting my toe, so I'm really not. Seriously, stop. Stop. Can you just stop, buddy? Probably should have took him for a walk before this call. Okay, so thank you so much for having me on the call, you guys. April and I just really started talking a little bit after Summit, and I actually knew who she was. She probably doesn't believe me, but I did. And I knew who she was, and we just weren't friends, but I kind of had seen her post. I believe I followed you. I knew she was pregnant, and then if you guys were on the silver track at Summit, I spoke at the Bridgestone Arena, and I didn't die, but I spoke and I shared my story. And April and I just connected. I don't remember who reached out to who, but we're like, we should exchange calls. I realized she rocked Instagram, which I absolutely suck at. Which, by the way, April, I've been using your tips, and I've been posting and showing up. I got new hashtags, and I'm doing my thing. I know, 5 years into the business, almost, you'd think, what? Yes, I have an Instagram account, but I don't know how to use it. I just act like I do. Okay. So let me just explain a little bit about who I am, and then we'll go ahead and get started, because I am really, really passionate about this topic. I am a teacher, so I'm a teacher at heart. I was a high school teacher before I became a Beachbody coach. I speak with my hands and I get really loud, so I'm not yelling. I'm just really passionate, just to forewarn you. I am very sarcastic, so sometimes I might say things that will be like, what? Did she really just say that? So no, I speak out of love, and everything I do is for you to hopefully just take a few things from this call and to apply it to your business. So like I said before, Beachbody, I was a high school teacher. I taught health. I taught sex ed to 15-year-olds. Let me tell you, that's a hard job. If I can do that, you can do a lot of things. I absolutely loved it, but in that process of being a teacher for 7 years, I was trying to have children for 4 years. I couldn't get pregnant. We went through a very hard time of infertility and struggles and battles. That's a whole other story, part of my story. And when I finally had my child, I looked at her, and it was 12 weeks, and I was supposed to go back to school, and I was like, I can't leave her. I tried for 4 years to have this baby. So I walked into my school and I said, I resign. And my principal about fell out of her chair. And she gave me a year to get my job back. And at the year, I still walked in and gave my job away. Just to give you an indication, there was over 1,000 applicants for my position, because it's the largest school in Oregon. It's one of the highest paying schools in Oregon, and it's a really good school district to work in. So I walked out of there in tears, but I knew that I was doing the right thing for my family. Because of that, I took a $70,000 pay cut. My husband has a really good job, but it's still, when you cut your business by $70,000 or your money, your income, you got to learn how to change things up. So no more shopping at Target. I love Target. No more going to Amazon and getting whatever, little things that I wanted. By all means, we were not rich, but I was living comfortably. I wasn't paycheck to paycheck. I am from Portland, Oregon. And I literally this business fell into my lap. I did not sign up to be a business builder. I had no idea what it was. I had a friend reach out to me and just say, hey, you're into fitness. She knew I was into fitness. I was working out anyhow. I was struggling to lose my last 10 pounds. She said, you should try this program called Insanity. Okay. One thing I didn't share at the Bridgestone Arena, she burned it for me. She sent it to me because I said, I do not want to buy that. So I did it. And I did this program, and I cried the first 30 days. It was so hard. I remember laying on the ground going, what the hell have I got myself into? I had just a barely 2-year-old and a 9-month-old. But for some reason, I had quit a lot of things in my life. I was really struggling with finding my purpose at that time. I knew that I loved teaching, but it was hard to walk away. Yet at the same time, I loved being a mom. But I felt like part of me was missing because, again, the teaching, I loved it. I just took a step away to be a mom. And for some reason, I realized that I wanted to I used Insanity to change my life. Sorry, I had 5 other things in my head there. 5 other things in my head. So I just knew that I wanted to pay it forward in some way. And I didn't want any other moms to feel like what I was feeling like, because at the end of the 60 days, I really felt awesome. I was like, wow, that was amazing. I did it from my home. I was trying to do all these things called stroller strides, going to these parks, and I would miss my meetings because my daughter had to breastfeed, and I'm like, I can't make it by 9:30, and then I didn't have a chance to work out that day. And so anyhow, I posted on Facebook my results, not even being a coach, and all these 5 or 6 people wrote me, and then people started messaging me, and then I wrote my coach, and I was like, can I get a referral fee? Because these people are writing me and I don't know what's going, can I get some money off of this? She's like, oh yeah, you can. And then I signed up. I said, I will never drink your shake. I am not a shake person. I will never drink Shakeology. And that's how I signed up to be a coach. And I didn't even know what I was doing at the time. Okay. And so that's really stop. Put that up there. That's really what my story, how it begins. And it's kind of evolved from there. So I am going to go right into this and talk to you. I like to start off with my 5 truths about this business. I've been in it for almost 5 years. So here are my 5 truths. And then we'll go right into why using live videos, why like pages, why I believe they're game changers in your business. Okay, so the 5 truths in the business. Number 1, okay, we all want to be significant and successful, all right? It's amazing to find a business that you can do both. I think a lot of times people in life, they search and they search and they search to be significant, and they don't feel that way. But I feel significant every day from my challengers, from my coaches, from people on my like page, from my tribe. I think that's pretty cool. And it's also cool that we can be successful at the same time. I think a lot of people work really hard and they don't feel successful till they're 60 and 70 years old in life. All right. So I want you all to realize that we have that opportunity in this business, and that's pretty cool. Okay. Comparison is the thief of joy. I will tell you that right now. There's no faster way to quit this business than to compare. We are all unique. And it's your job to figure out why you feel unique and to highlight why. And I'll talk to you a little bit about how you can do that. But really, if you just sit here and compare, you're never going to be happy. And I know firsthand from experience, because I did that for the first 2 years of my business. I sat at Diamond. It took me 7 months to become Diamond. It took me another 18 months to become a Star Diamond. And it took me another 9 months after that to become a 5-star, because for a long time, I didn't think I was a good enough coach. I didn't think, I thought I had to be a certain way, act a certain way, pretend to be something different than what I was. Okay. Number, I guess we all want to be significant and successful. Comparison is the thief of joy. You get to number 3 or whatever you want to call this. You get to define your own success in this business. And that's what I think is really cool. I get to define what creates happiness in my life and what's successful. So some of you may want to be a top 10 coach. I'm going to tell you right now, that is not on my radar. I am a mom of 3. I do not believe that I would be happy doing that. All right. But I want to be successful. And my definition of success is very different for other people. It means that I keep my priorities in line. I'm balanced. I push myself to be a better leader. It means that I work between 20 and 25 hours a week. I can take care of my kids. I will not hire babysitters for my kids. Well, I'm getting a babysitter on Wednesdays to come in so I can make videos for my team. Do I think that that's bad that other people do it? Absolutely not. I'm just telling you, I get to define my own success, and that was really freeing when I figured that out. Okay? I want you to understand that you get to define your own success in this business, and that is really cool. But the main thing is don't confuse success with happiness, because once you match the two, that's going to be a big, we'll talk a little bit about that later. That's a big aha moment in my life, is that rank and income did not equal happiness to me. Okay? And so it's something that I want you to think about. All right? Growth is a process that has varying paths and varying speeds. All right? I think it's really interesting how most of us know that we can't push play for one day and have this awesome success story, but most of us don't realize that we think we can work a one day or a week or even a month or even 6 months and think that we're going to have this awesome transformation in this business. This business is exactly like a fitness program, exactly like a new challenger. You're going to have ups, you're going to have downs, you're going to have issues where people think, oh my gosh, I want to quit this. This is too hard. I don't want to work out today. It's exactly like that. This business is like that. It's like a roller coaster. It goes fast, it goes up, it goes down. Sometimes you're hanging upside down. Sometimes a roller coaster might stop when you're hanging upside down backwards. All right. It's your job to figure out why you should keep going and to be here a year from now. All right. You must match your priorities to your vision, okay, unless you're going to have utter chaos in your life. Meaning, if your priority is to put your family first, and if your priority is to spend more time with your husband, but you're working 90 hours a week, and you never put your family first, and all these things, you're not going to be happy. So really keep in the forefront. Yes, there's a whole other call that I do about understanding that you do need to sacrifice certain times of your life. You do need to take things away. I love TV. I like to watch lots of TV, but that is not something that I do a lot because I don't have the time, so I take that away. But I'm not going to sacrifice building my business at the expense of my husband thinking that he is way down on my bottom of my priority list. Okay. I can't stand it when people say, me personally, I do not feel authentic when I say I'm working this business for my kids and then I spend zero time with them when they're little. Does not make me happy. Okay. So I really had to change that, because the first 2 years, I cannot tell you how many times I felt guilty that I was not looking my child in the eye. I was not doing the things that I wanted to do for priority time. And so it's really important that when you're working and you are getting it done. And then it's really important that when you're with your family and you have other priorities, you're getting that done too. Okay, now this is a hard one to hear, the last one of my 5 truths, is that where you are right now is exactly where you should be, depending on your effort, your belief, the time you put into this business, your consistency, and your patience. And I know that's really hard to hear, okay? Because we have got to stop looking for that one person that's going to help make us successful. I blamed my entire upline for my success. I used to say that, well, if I used to come from, well, maybe if I came from Brigitte Linford's downline, I would have been more successful. Or maybe if I was part of the Bombshell dynasty, or maybe if I had Melissa McAllister on my team, I would be more successful. But it's really nothing to do with looking for other people to help you be successful. It's becoming the person you need to be successful. It's becoming that successful person in your life. It's not looking for anyone else in that aspect. Okay? So those are my 5 truths in this business. That is what I have found that I really try to live by in the last 5 years, and they change over time. But as long as I keep that in my truth, I feel like I can push forward and be authentically myself. Here we go. Why should you use videos? This is my goal, okay, for you to understand. Why should you use a like page? Why should you use videos, okay? Number 1, attraction marketing, all right? Okay, coaches who are successful, they're not just lucky, people, okay? You cannot tell me someone that's a 5-star diamond or whatever you want to say is just lucky because they look a certain way. Yes, that might help, but I'm telling you, I wear 0 makeup every day and I look like a hot mess half the time. And I used to think that the reason that other people were successful is because of the way that they looked, or the way that who they came from. But really what it boils down to is successful people have very strong attraction marketing. They're using video, I'm going to talk about video in this case, to showcase their brand, their personality, okay? So that's one reason you need to start using videos, to showcase your brand. Number 2, you have got to add value every single day to people, okay? You need to create a sense of urgency to inspire people to hop on, to hear what you got to say right now, all right? A picture is just you with a picture, but you on video, they see your mannerisms, they see who you are, they start to get to know your personality, they start to get to see who is this person, who is this Kiana, what's going on in her life, okay? Number 3, you got to use live video because it creates, you have to create curiosity in your life. People are like, I want to know more about her. I want to know more. She's more than, is she more than just a Beachbody coach? Okay. So here's the deal. You got to be someone different than just to post another sales post. You have got to do something different. So when you create live videos, and I'll talk to you about content, you get to show up in people's life and they're curious about getting to know you. When people are curious about getting to know you, they learn to trust you. And when they get to trust you, they get to work with you. Okay? So really understand that using Facebook Live is like the 4th reason is it's like a reality TV show where you're the program director. Okay? You get to dictate what goes on your show. You get to dictate what commercials you put on there. And I'll tell you right now, if you're only posting Beachbody stuff, you are now an infomercial that I'm going to tune out of. Okay? I tell my team that 80% of their life should be presented in 20% Beachbody. That means that you should not be posting, and I look at my old posts and I'm like, oh my gosh, I was so bad. I'm like, did I really post that? Like it comes up on Time Hop and I'm like, oh my gosh, seriously. Okay, so you have this amazing tool that people can come into your life every single day through a reality TV. And sometimes I'm like, but that's scary shit. Like that is scary, people coming into my life, because let me tell you, there's scary stuff that happens at my house. All right. But I think it's important that number 5 is you got to create content that is interesting, not just promotional. okay? But makes people curious, all right? So my main thing when I do live, okay, my main thing when I go live is that I'm out teaching my competition. What does that mean? Well, you have 400,000 Beachbody coaches. So if I just posted only promotional stuff, or if I just did my workout and it was like, here's my workout, here's my shake, here's my fitness program, I'm not really doing much different than any other coach. But if I out teach my competition, if I every single time, my goal when I get on live Facebook is to teach someone something that I learned that day, that makes me different, right? That makes me different, because then someone's going to come to my page to be like, I want to learn something from her. She's cool. I'm going to learn something just a little bit more about her, okay? So why are videos so powerful? There's something called know, like, and trust. When you build know, like, and trust, every single time you go live, you build a little more of that. They get to know you a little more, they get to like you a little more, and they get to trust you a little more. Every single time you go live, you are planting a seed, okay? And I want you to understand that. So when all the people that have said no to you in the past, or all the people that maybe you don't even think they're watching, but they are, you're continuing to show up with passion and purpose. You're watering those seeds every single day. How often do you go live? Yes, I go live once every single day. Every single day without fail on my Facebook page. I go live multiple times a day on different avenues, but I go live a lot of times in my challenge groups, and we'll talk about that. I'm going to live at least once. All right, so how do you start? Okay, because remember, write this down if you haven't done this, all right? People do not do business with people that they do not trust. How do you build trust in this business? You give them value. How do you offer value? You show up every single day and give them something to tune into. That is the difference. I am telling you right now, okay? How do I not run out of ideas? Because I work on personal development every single day. So every one of my posts, I'll tell you what I do. Let me get into that in just a second. Remind me if I didn't get to that, then whoever asked that next. I will, I promise. But so how do you start going live? If you've never gone live, okay, maybe you're like, well, I didn't know the power of live. Okay, now shame on you. Here's what I tell my team. Okay, maybe you didn't know. That's fine. The first time you don't know. But now I'm telling you that it matters, and that if you want to grow your business, you better do it. So if you don't do it, then you're choosing not to grow your business. Do you understand that? Okay, so number one, I'm going to give you 5 ways that you can go live within the next 24 hours, and then every single day thereafter. If you feel nervous, April, get it together. Because you are Instagram queen, I am live queen, all right? All right. Okay, number 1, you must first go live starting in your challenge groups. What are you supposed to post about, Kiana? Oh, I don't know, maybe post a move of the day, do a workout to get them motivated, post a new recipe that you did that day, because they've already trusted you because they've joined you, so don't worry about messing up. Don't worry about struggling through the live video. It should be short, it should be sweet. Maybe you learned something on personal development. This is a simple thing that I do. Hey guys, I was thinking of you today. I just did some personal development and I just read this sentence. This is what this meant to me, and I thought that since it mattered to me, maybe it would matter to you. What do you guys think about this? Boom, there's your first live, okay? It's as simple as that. Number 2, the team page. You need to volunteer to go live in your team page. But you're like, oh my gosh. Yeah, volunteer to go live. If you learn something about the business, if you learn something about yourself that day, if you learn something about like, oh my gosh, maybe this would help one other coach on this team, or maybe this would help someone, go live. Write April and say, I want to go live tomorrow. I want to go live on Wednesday for a couple minutes just about this. Tell her what day you're going to go live and then do it and own up to it, because no one's going to judge you on your team page. No one's judgy, okay? No one cares. She's going to force you to do this. I'm telling you, she's going to force you. She's going to start to have signups and she's going to start calling you out and tagging your ass, so you better get up there and do it anyhow, okay? Number 3, your like page. If you don't have a like page, well, guess what? Now you need to go live on your personal page. Takes a little bit of more kahunas to do that, okay? So what do you talk about? Yes, baby. My daughter's up. Okay, give me 1 minute. I'll come get you. Sorry, guys. My husband just left. I'm sorry. Okay, so what do you want to be known for? All right, so here's what I did. I was doing my workouts. I was going live with my workouts every day. Everyone's like, yay, you did your workout. You're inspirational. Okay, like I get that. That's great. I'm good at showing up with that. And then I would go live every once in a while about like maybe a recipe, but I was like, that's normal. Everyone does that. So I decided, because Beachbody has changed my life so much mentally, that somehow I went from so insecure to knowing that I'm the bomb, even though I'm super messed up in my head. Like I'm still messed up, but like that, I'm the bomb, but just like that like I love myself. Like that's how much it's changed. My life completely changed. There's a lot of people that lay in their bed at night, and were me. I used to think they didn't do enough, that day they could have done more, that they weren't good enough, that they struggled, that they could have been a better mom, they could have been a better wife, and they never were able to celebrate any success. That was me, you guys. And now I still have these issues in my life, but I have much healthier coping skills. So I decided to do something called #WorkoutTalk. So I work out, but instead of just doing my workout moves, I share what I learned in my personal development that day. So I have an aha moment. I talk maybe about, I don't know, anything. And I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't get what you're supposed to talk about. Like if it's something resonates with me, if something resonates with me at all in my personal development, I think, well, someone's out there like me, they get that. What did I talk about today? Hold on. So I was listening to a podcast today. Let me see. See, I don't even remember what I talk about live because I just do it so often. Today I talked about, are you existing or are you living life with purpose? So my fitness page is Insane Fit Kiana. Here's the deal. I had 13 likes and 4 comments. I don't worry about how many likes and comments I have because I know people are watching. Because my views are sometimes over 1,000 or 2,000 or 3,000. Sometimes I have 80 likes. Sometimes I have 100 likes. It just depends. Right now my page is low. Am I going to be like, oh, I'm going to stop doing these live videos? They're not working. No, because some girl just got on my page today and just said, so a couple of my comments, I love your workout talk. So I named it that. And so people know they're coming to my page every day for my workout talks. So I encourage you to do something that you're going to show up for. Do something that brands yourself. Do something that is creative to you. I don't know. You don't have to necessarily talk about, you could go live about personal development. At first, you just have to be teaching them something. And here's the thing is I don't know every single thing. So I was listening to a podcast. See, I'm teaching you guys something. And he was like, shame on you if you don't go live because it's such a game changer in your business. And when you go live, you don't have to like know everything. You just teach them something that you learned. And you literally say, I was listening to a podcast earlier today about this and I learned this. I thought this would be cool for you guys to learn. Or I was watching this TV show about moms and I learned this. Do you guys struggle with that? Like literally, it's offering value and just constantly sharing knowledge all day, like and every day. Okay. So you hooked me with a comment like that the other day. You're funny. Okay. So, so we're going to go live in your challenge groups, go live in your like page or a personal page, go live in your team page. Number 4, you have got to start doing live events. And if you don't, again, it's like so game changing. So I first started doing live events. What I mean by a live event is set up an event and then get people going and invite them to whatever. So I started with free groups. So I started with like a free squat challenge, I like doing circuits. I made up my own. I did some on the YouTube channel. That's how some people find me. And then I did the event and I would go live in my event. Like, are you excited? We're starting in 5 days. And I'd be like, squat it, baby, squat it. Like just be yourself. They got really excited. Then I would put them into a group, those who were continuing to go, and I would continue to go live. Like I went live every day. I go live every single day in my free groups. I love free groups. I think it's one of the best ways that I can connect with new people. I do them once a month, and I go all in. I go 5 days. This last one I did squats and salads. Like I give them a new salad every day, and then we did squats. I really, really love it. I don't always get challengers from them or coaches, but I always build relationships, and like 9 out of 10 times when I go back and look at the names, like 6 or 7 of them join me within the next 2 or 3 months. Okay, and then the other one is other groups. So if you have not ever gone live and you're nervous, or you start a group with a friend, you need you plus 1 person, and go live to each other because you're cool like that. And you're just gonna practice. You're just gonna be like, I'm going live today. And be like, oh my gosh, be authentic, be real, just practice that way. Or go live in other groups. I know some of you are part of a coaching groups or part of like an Emerald group, or like just be brave and go live and just be like, this is what I'm struggling with. This is what I found is helping. Again, we don't go live to bitch and bitch all the time. We go live to offer value. So think of that every single time you're going live to offer value or give a glimpse of who you are. There are absolutely times I go live with no purpose, which is like, because it's funny, and my daughter's like climbing into a cupboard. And again, my purpose is to show people that I'm a real mom and this is crazy town in my house, but I'm still building this business. Okay. All right, moving on. Okay. I truly believe my job as a coach is to take my experiences in my life and find a teachable lesson. So that's what I'm thinking every single day. Find a teachable lesson in my personal development, find a teachable lesson in something. And I always I guess that's just the way my brain works. I'll be out and doing an errand and I'll try to think of it, like I'll just, something happens and it's always a teachable lesson. So I'm like, if you think in your head, like, oh my gosh, this always happens to me, chances are it always happens to everyone else. So start talking about it and start sharing that part of your life. Okay, so what if you suck? What if you suck? Good. You're like, what the hell is she talking about? That's relatable, because I'll be like, oh my gosh. And then you just like stutter and then you just be like, oh my gosh. So another part that I have people go live as an event is we do a sneak peek. I do a sneak peek live event twice a month with my team. I make new people do it all the time. I make new coaches do it and they freak out, but I have a script and they go live, and sometimes they stutter and sometimes they're like, but most often they recover and be like, you guys, I'm really nervous. Everyone's like, you're doing awesome. You're great. We love you. And it's awesome. And it really encourages them to keep going. So if you suck, if you think you suck, you're going to get better. It's like riding a bike. If you don't know how to ride a bike, you're going to fall off. You're going to scrape your knee. Sometimes you fly over the handlebars. Sometimes you crack your head open, but you're going to recover. You're going to get back on. Like I've gone live and I was like, at the end, I'm like, that was so bad. Like I taught them nothing. Everything that was in my ear, in my head, I thought was going to be amazing, like went out my ear, and I was like, okay. If it's really bad, just delete it. It doesn't matter. You don't have to post it and keep it up there if it's bad. I don't delete them often, but it's good to be relatable. It's good to have your daughter pee in the corner. I found out my daughter peed in a corner on a live video, and like I had like the most comments ever. She's potty training, and she like literally dropped her pants in the corner and peed in the video. It was pretty crazy. Okay, kids are funny. Okay, my kids are funny. I think it's real life. Like I have built this business with my kids around. Okay, around. I've built my business all around. So like to me, to like put myself in a room because I need to go live doesn't show people that I'm a real person, like to me. So I just go live all the time. Like when I'm cooking dinner, I just go live and it's my reality TV show. If they don't, they get what they get and they don't throw, you get what you get and you don't throw a fit. You either like me or you don't, and that's fine. And I'm finding my tribe that way. Dogs are funny. I mean, he's crazy. Dogs are funny. People are funny. Kids are funny. But the main thing you want from a live video is for someone to be like, hey, I can do that. I get her. And when they say that, and when they start to say, I get her, that means you've done your job. When people tell me, hey, like when they start to message me and they're like, I feel like I already know you, I'm like, boom, I've done my job. That's what I really want. I want people to continue to tell me they feel like they already know me. Or you guys are all frozen. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me?
We can hear you now. You are frozen for like 2 seconds.
Okay, I'm freezing. I'm sorry. Use catching opening phrase. So what I mean by that, like when you're introducing the videos, so something like 5 things that, this has really helped me this year, and last year I really struggled, and no. Like going live, you want to say like 5 things that have helped me this year. Boom. Okay. Tune in to find the best diet out there, because that gets people cued. All right. Are you living to your potential? Tune in to see if you are. To anyone who is a perfect mom, click, come, whatever, because they're not perfect. And they're like, I want to click on that, or one of my most popular posts was, I said, I nailed motherhood today, ... And they're like, okay, what does that mean? Okay, so really make it short, to the point. One person that told me, I forget who told me this, it was really cool, and I've been doing it, is when you're standing in the grocery store and you look at magazines, they have really like weird, like eye-catching topics and threads or whatever. Like start taking pictures of those or writing down what people they say, and you'll start to be able to catch people's attention. Because I used to go live and it was a whole paragraph is not good to go live. It just is not good. So really be aware of that. People have a short attention span in this society. And if you do not, within the first minute or even like 10 seconds, they say, like, grab their attention, they're just going to like log off. They're just not going to have. So like, make sure that you're ready to go. Don't wait and be like, are we live? Are we live? Are we live? I'm going to wait for like 17 more followers because I'm telling the other 4 followers that are on here that you're not important. So just those 4 followers, wait till I get 17. We have 16. 1 more minute. No, don't do that. Okay. Don't ever, just go. It's going to go live. It's going to be good. You're going to be good. Okay. Number 2. So other tips. Number 1, use catching phrases. April, you said something just a second ago. What was that? Catchy phrases. I like that word. Number 2, be brave. Just freaking do it. Okay. Then do it again tomorrow and then do it again the next day. Again, like I said, it's like riding a bike. You're going to get better. But you cannot get better if you only go live once a week, people. That's ridiculous. Like, you're not going to get better. It's like saying, I really, I don't know why I'm not building my team. Well, how many people are you inviting? About 1 person a week. No, that's not going to happen. You gotta, the more often you do it, the more comfortable you'll get. It's like anything. Okay. You're going to get better at it. You're going to figure out what you're going to, what's your brand. You're going to figure out who you're talking to, but you just got to start. Don't wait to figure out exactly how to go live before you go live. That's my point. Because I failed miserably in the beginning. I just have gotten better at it because I've done it so many times. When I've done it, when I say like I've done it, I've gone live every single day since that feature was available. Every single day. And the very first time I had no clue what I was doing. Okay. Number 3, remember your story can make a difference. Okay. So this is very powerful. The information you share in this video at this particular time could totally change the course of that 1 person watching your video. That is so powerful. So remember, we are life changers and that we have the potential to change people's lives, literally. Yes, honey. Give me 1 second. She's right here. You didn't sleep very long. You didn't sleep very long, did you? Yeah. Okay, we got baby here. Awesome. So you can say hi, and then I got to finish my call. Okay. Hi, Daddy. Okay. So your story can make a big difference. And again, I really do believe that. I believe that every time I go on, I could change someone's life. What I could say could affect 1 person. All right. So in that aspect, ignore the amount of likes. Because I feel like in the beginning, I felt like that was a reflection of how great I was at this. And that's not really the case. It takes your time. It takes your time to build your tribe. And I know April talked about that on my call, that like, it takes time to build attraction marketing. You can't just be like, oh, I'm posting once a day and then all of a sudden get 100 likes. That's just not how it is. So it takes time. So know that with time, you can still affect people. All right. You can still change people. And that's pretty cool. What I like to think is every time I'm spending time on my business, I'm spending time away from my family. So I better make it worth it. I better try hard. I better try to make a difference in someone's life. Stop it. Knock it off. Okay. So other tips, be personable and relatable. Okay. So don't always go on about the same thing. Yes, I do workout talk because that's my thing. But I also go on about my Stitch Fix packages. I went on when my poster came and I was an elite, that they send those crazy big elite things and my kids go crazy. I get on when it's completely chaotic in my house and I'm like, I cannot handle one more thing. Oh, I might as well go live because then people will relate to me. That's literally what I think. When I get a new outfit, I just go live about different things and literally, I'm creating a snapshot of my life. And I feel like it's really helped me brand myself in the last 6 months to a year. Okay, number 5 is humor is always good. People are going to laugh with you. People are going to laugh at you either way. All right. You know, like I remember I was doing a video and I said something and then I was like, I saw like the number of people like drop and I was like, oh, that's good. Someone didn't like me, you know? Okay, bye Felicia. And I just kept moving on. I mean, it just really is like, it's not that big of a deal. Don't equate your worth to the amount of likes, please. That would be my number. That would be a big tip. When someone asks a question on your live event, I know sometimes as you get bigger and bigger and you have more and more people on, it's hard to do this, but I really think it's powerful when you address them by name and you follow up with them after the broadcast and you tag them in the comments, because I really think that they're like, oh my gosh, like I can't tell you the amount of people that are like, oh my gosh, she said something to me. Oh my gosh, like she's really on live. This is not like, I don't know. People just, we're so used to technology that it's like, we see a lot of videos that it's kind of cool when you stop and be like, hey Sarah, that was a great point. Good question, you know? Do you have to turn your phone sideways to see comments and hearts? No, don't call people, please. Oh, disabled iPhone for 3,000 years. Ah, gosh. Really not funny. Not funny.
I want to play game.
Okay, you can play a game as soon as I'm done here in a little bit. Abby, is it Abby? I noticed for some reason it was weird. Like the last 2 days I haven't been able to see people's comments and I was getting irritated. And then when I got off, I saw their comments. So sometimes I can see them and sometimes I don't, but that probably is why, because my phone's not, like if you go sideways or whatever, it depends. And sometimes, and it's weird. Sometimes you can see the time and sometimes you can't. And so then you're like, oh my gosh, just talk for 12 minutes. Really? That was not a short broadcast. Okay. And then always have some type of call to action or get people involved. So like post below if you feel me. Hey guys, where are you from? Hello, am I talking to myself? Anyone out there? You know, like I always say, like, hello, this is not easy going live. Is anyone there? And then, you know, like I just try to be like, they're next to me, they're hanging out with me, they're my friend. What would I want them, you know, how would I treat them if they're sitting next to me? That's really who I talk to. And I always say, like, you don't get what you don't ask for. So like I tell them, like, if you found value in this video, please share it on your, you know, share it or tag a friend. Okay, that's not okay. You can't block the video. That's not okay. No, I will take your blanket away. Seriously. See, this is what I deal with every day. Any mom out there knows what I'm talking about. Ready for this, April? Better be ready. Okay. And so I just believe that, like, you got to end it with some type of thank them for tuning in, and then just be like today I asked them to share with me. I forgot. Like maybe like if they had a vision where they saw themselves a year from now or whatever I said. Not everyone always comments back, and maybe I don't even get anyone to comment back. But I'm doing my job and I'm having a call to action, and I can't tell you the amount of people. Like I got 2 messages today, and they're like. They like totally watched my video and they didn't even comment. Like they messaged me and were like, I feel like I can relate to you. Thank you so much. One girl said, thank you for so much for having a messy house. I'm like, oh, thanks. Is that a compliment or like a, okay.
I want to be okay.
Okay. We are almost done here. No. But that's what I got, April, I swear. I hope that helped with tips about going live. The moral of the story is that, this business can be hard, and it's not always easy, but it's super worth it. And it's really something that has completely changed my entire family's life. I know some people like to hear this, so I'm just telling you, this is not my motivation, but I'll just share it with you that I've been able to triple my teaching income, and I work 20 to 25 hours a week. I'm way over a 6-figure earner. I have amazing coaches on my team that have quit their jobs, that have been able to do amazing things. That I really just started with myself. I didn't know what I wanted, but I did have passion and purpose. And I really believe that I just typically outwork a lot of people that quit. I work harder on my personal development. because there's many times that I wanted to quit, and there's many times that I wanted to throw in the towel. And there's many times that someone said,
You're frozen, girlfriend. She's probably off on a tangent. Kiana, come back to us. Oh, wait, now you're muted.
Elsie, did you eat this fries?
seriously, it just like cut out. Anyhow, so I hope that you can understand that you don't have to be like your authentic self is the best person to be. And it's one of the most freeing things to be able to be myself. Like I was reading this article that this girl was talking about how when you work on social media, you often get judged, and you have this like basically she did a blog, and she posted pictures of different stuff, and she said that the one corner of her house where she did the blog was like immaculate, and then everything else was like a hot mess. And that she realized that like that she couldn't live her life that way anymore. And so that's what I tried to do. I used to pick up my clothes in like the area, and then it was like thrown to the corner, and I just was like, I'm done. I'm over it. I'm done trying to be someone I'm not. Who cares if I haven't done laundry for 7 days? True story, because I have like 15 loads. I'm building my empire the way that I want to. I'm building it to the cracks of my day. I don't have to work 80 hours a week. I got to work hard when I work. I got to work really hard and be intentional when I work. I got to talk to a lot of people, and I just got to be truthful in sharing my story. Because at the end of the day, when you put your head on the pillow, as long as you keep your priorities in line and you love what you do, and you share this business with passion, you're going to be successful. You just got to stick around. If you haven't seen success, it's because you haven't been here long enough, or you haven't been patient enough. And I know you don't want to hear that, but that's what Gary Vaynerchuk would say, and he's really smart and rich. Just kidding. So anyhow. Okay.
I love that. I love that all so much. And they're totally used to my tough love. So, but yeah, I was listening to Jimmy Hayes Nelson, and he went live, and it was right before Summit. And he kind of said that same message, and that one really hit home. It's like, don't be mad that you're not a 2-star. Don't be mad that you're not this, a 15-star, whatever, because you are exactly where you deserve to be based on your work and your effort. So,
well, I'll give you a tough love story just super quick. 2 months ago, I missed Success Club 10 for the first time in 37 months. And I could say that, oh, this business is getting harder. There's not enough people to talk to. But I'll just point blank tell you that I didn't work for like 2 weeks because I got burnt out, and I was like, I'm done with this, and I'm over it. And then I was like, oh, crap, I need to work. Oh, my gosh. And I banked put all my eggs in a basket on one girl that ordered 2 hours late. And I could say, like, that's everyone else's fault. Like, I'm tired. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sometimes some months are way harder, but at the end of the day, it was my fault. I didn't put the effort in. I had to look myself in the mirror, and I honestly didn't know I would care as much as I did, because the next day when I woke up, I was pissed. Not pissed at like the fact that I wasn't going to be recognized for more months, but just pissed at the fact that I gave up on myself for 2 weeks in that month. I was pissed. I like to one-up myself, I guess. I guess that's why I've been, I was talking to my success partner. I just like to push myself each month. I think that's one of my strong qualities, but a negative quality is that I tend to get hard. I'm hard on myself too. So I just want you to learn from it, and you move forward, right? You don't give up.
I think you're frozen again, but I love that so much. I'm going to open it up for questions. Do you guys have any questions for Kiana about going live or anything in particular? She still looks frozen, so feel free to type it into the box.
Yeah.
Kiana, can you hear us? Okay, now I'm looking at everybody. Does anybody have any questions about anything, or anything that you want to ask about, even if it's not about going live, anything in general? Okay. Is she gone? Where did she go? She's gone.
She got kicked off.
I think so too. So yeah, so I'll just talk a little before I'm sure she's going to hop back on, but oh, there she is. Oh my God.
Okay, I know I took a lot of your time, so thank you. I'm really sorry. My daughter pushed a button.
Okay, Rachel has a question. But
Yes.
you don't have to type it now, Rachel. You can just ask her. Just unmute yourself. There you go.
I love babies and moms on this call. This is awesome.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay.
Sorry. My question is, when you start to go live, do you have to have a plan? I mean, did you have a plan, or do you and figure it out as you go?
I'm not looking at you because that's a bad question. You just sound like this, and I don't know what's going on. Okay. I think you said that when I started going live, did I have a plan? Is that what you said?
I'm using this basis.
That is what I said.
Okay.
Yep.
So I had my very beginning, I automatically went live in my challenge groups, and I just said I'm going to teach them something I learned about personal development because I wanted to build relationships. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? I'm so sorry. Makani, can you be quiet for a little bit? She's like, with him. He's play biting. And then as I kind of went, I just would start going live on my like page just to show my workouts, and I would like talk to them like they're in my room. But I felt like that wasn't different than what other people were doing. You know what I mean? And so I just came out with a workout talk like a month ago, and I really feel like it's my jam because for me, like that's what I'm passionate about is that personal development changed my life. So I'm always referring back to, instead of just posting, one of the things I teach my team is you got to constantly breadcrumb your story. And so you can't just like post a workout and be like, think that people are going to like relate to that. They relate more to the old you than they do the new you. Does that make sense? Because they relate more to the old person and they want to be the new you. They relate more to who you were. So you got to constantly refer back to that. So I was trying to in my workout when I was working out, like talking about like, I remember when I didn't want to do this or I was hard on myself or whatever, but I just found that like, I like to talk about personal development in a post. So I'm like, why not put the two together? So I would just suggest that whatever you're passionate about, because we all have different passions. I swear to God, if you go live and you're talking about sewing and you're passionate about it, you're going to find the sewers and people are going to love you. So it really doesn't matter. Mine doesn't have to be, I just chose personal development because I'm passionate about it. And because 5 years ago, I thought it was a joke, personal development. I thought it was an absolute joke. It just so happens that's the foundation of a part of our business. And as you go live, you're going to realize that you're going to have times and sentences where you can kind of bring your business into it and bring who you are as a person into it and how you've changed. But don't think that you just have to go live about, personal development. It's really just go live about something that you're passionate about and something that you can offer value and something that you're good at. Do you know what I mean? So Rachel, I would ask yourself, what am I good at? Like, are you good at, like, I have a coach that's really good at, like, she makes amazing gluten-free recipes. Like, I'm like, you need to go live about that every day because there's a whole bunch of people out there that are gluten-free, right? I have coaches that go live about, some person's a crocheter on my team. She like goes live about crocheter. I know that you're nervous. I would suggest that if you're nervous, just to write out a few words that will remind you to kind of keep you on track. That kind of helps. Because there's one thing to be vulnerable and be kind of like, don't have it all together and kind of showing real life. But it's not good to be completely a hot mess. I'll tell you that. It's not good to be like, what is this girl talking about? Because then it's like, really, what is she? Do you know what I mean? Every once in a while it's okay. But if you're constantly going live and you had a meaning and you never get it across because you're so like discombobulated, you don't know what's going on, that will also go against you too. So it's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to mess up. It's okay to be real. It's not okay to be so disorganized that you get nothing across. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally makes sense. Thank you.
Yeah. It says, I went live in that's a good idea, in your challenge group doing my meal prep. It was 6:45 in the morning. That's awesome. You're playing with Vader? Keep playing with him. Good job. Look at that baby. Is that Ash? I don't know, but that baby on that chest is so cute. That's all I got to tell you.
Yes, that's Ashley.
Baby fever right now.
Is she even a week old? I don't even think so.
Oh my gosh, and you're on the call? Oh my gosh. Hey, oh my gosh. Seriously. I love baby.
Yeah, she's the one that has Success Club 17. She's like, oh, baby, what?
Oh my gosh.
Ash is awesome. So
Seriously, that's awesome.
I know. Well, thank you so much, Kiana. This was awesome. And I just posted in our team page. So think about something either people compliment you a lot about, they ask you a lot about. I remember I did a video before it was live on what I ordered from Chipotle because people kept asking me 700 times. It does not matter. It can be stupid, whatever. But figure out something that either people compliment you on, ask you a lot about, or and just do it. It doesn't matter. It can be like, so I've had a lot of people asking me about my alcohol-free wine, and this is what I've been drinking.
Exactly. And there's people out there that are pregnant and exactly want that. You know what I mean? Another thing that I've gone live about is like, I just want to reach more masses. So I'm like, I will go live about objections, like, so, or about the business a lot. I'm getting braver to do that because that's hard for me. So I'm really good about being myself and authentic and talking about workouts, talking about personal development. But what I don't do a lot of is present this as a business opportunity a lot. So I have to really work on shouting myself out in the sense of recognizing the fact that, hey, I've been here for 5 years. I've built this team. But if you don't talk about it, people won't know. So it's been really, really hard. I have learned how to just go live about, like, I think one of my most popular live business posts was just like, so how do you fit this in the cracks of your day as a mom? Like so I just said, I have a lot of people that think they're too busy to do this or think they couldn't do it. Well, I was busy before. Here's what I do now. And here's what I do now, that kind of stuff. And so I think the more you just like show people the real stuff and be you, and you could totally do that in a post, but again, like you don't get the mannerisms and just the reality TV show of your life, like this. This is live. And my phone's cutting out again. My computer's cutting out again. Hopefully you can hear me.
I agree. And I make them do Instagram features too. And what I've done is just made a quick 5-minute video to send in the first email I send them so that I can be like, hey guys, and I get people that respond back, oh, there you are, all the time. And they're like, oh my gosh, you're so like positive and happy. And that's something that they wouldn't get just from a regular email. So, oh my God, what is happening over there? So that is all I had. I'm so excited, Kiana. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you guys for taking your time to be with me today. Like I said, I don't have it together at all. If you came to my house, you'd be like, oh my God. Okay. Thank you guys. I appreciate you putting up with my crazy Wi-Fi.
Thank you so much. I'm going to post a recording for you guys tonight, and make sure you tag all of your team. And this is awesome. And your homework is to go live tomorrow. Comment on the Beautifully Made what you're going to that topic is, and then just from here on out every day, make it non-negotiable.
Hey, April, I would love for you to share with me who goes live. I want to go look at I want to go watch their live videos.
I will.
Yeah,
so
awesome.
we're going to hold you to it.
That just made it a whole lot more nerve-wracking.
Better all go live.
And then the live queen is gonna critique you on. No, I was kidding. So
I don't critique. All right. Bye, guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you again.
All right. Bye.